That is one really good way to support us. That helps us keep these tournaments going. But we are moving on to our next game, as I said, Dusk Towers. This is game 3 now between these players. They are 1-1. And we'll be loading in shortly. I'll go ahead and introduce our players. Spawning in the bottom left, we have got our blue Zerg. It is Apocalypse Esports, PandaBearMe. And his opponent spawning in the top right, it is Team Ascension Pros Siege Mode, our purple Terran. So I'm wondering, you know, it looks like Siege Mode really likes to favor some aggressive two-base play versus Zerg. I'm wondering if again we will see that. I am thinking so.
I've never seen a Terran so happily stay on 2 bases before. They usually have the mind frame, I need to match them on bases. And, well, clearly not. If you turtle hard enough, you can stay on 2 bases for a whole game.
And it, you know, it can do some damage too, as we saw in our last game.
It was pretty impressive. There were probably about 2 or 3 engagements that really turned that around and won it for him.
Yeah, especially that engagement there around PandaBearMe's third. That was intense.
Those siege tanks, they held the game. Like, that delayed it for 5-10 minutes and gave him the time to get the army he needed to win.
Looks like it's going to be a Reaper expand here for Siege Mode. Again, pretty standard stuff. Looks like both players opening pretty similarly to last time.
Now, we haven't seen the second gas taken yet by Siege Mode, which leads me to say that he's either not doing early mech, or he's just going to try and go back into... I don't know. This will be interesting, because he seemed really comfortable with the mech style, and compared to his bio, it was a completely different level. So I'd be surprised if he voluntarily goes back into a bio game.
Yeah, he is getting a factory now, so we probably will see something, you know, some sort of mech a little bit earlier than later. But again, here from Siege Mode, we have got, or excuse me, again here from PandaBearMe, we have got the earlier speed. The Reaper probably not going to be able to do much now that Queens are out, especially not on creep. But at least able to get just a little bit of harass there.
Now, the second Queen is coming down to help repel the Reaper, as there is no easy access to the primary base. The Lings are going to position at the top of the ramp to get the surround if it tries to deke the Queens. So this is some very strong defensive positioning right now.
That works out very well there for PandaBearMe, and yeah, took out the Reaper, no problem.
No drones lost, no Lings lost currently. That is not what Siege Mode wanted at this point of the game.
We've got Hellions again here from Siege Mode.
What are we seeing here? Siege Mode is hiding barracks with reactors in his base. That is not standard positioning for him. I think we're going to see like a Hellion Marine flood.
Ooh, I think you may be right. And the question is, will PandaBearMe see this? Probably not. He'll see the Hellions, but I don't know if he'll know exactly where this may be going.
Well, he sees the tech lab and he sees it getting something. But the reasonable assumption would be Stim. Who goes to combat shields first?
That's a great question. I'm not sure, but Siege Mode, maybe he's got some sort of crazy plan. I don't know, though. You think that Stim would be the upgrade of choice there.
Well, what the combat shield essentially gives you is you can eat a Baneling without dying. And that is absolutely huge.
That is. It's like Siege Mode looking to get a little bit of a harass here with his Hellions. Curious just how much these are going to do, though. There are 2 Queens around, and there is a Spine Crawler as well as Speedlings. Siege Mode will have to be a bit careful with those.
So news just in, Robbie has actually defeated Peely Peely 2-1.
That's insane.
The Peely Potato has been knocked out of this freaking tournament.
That's pretty huge.
It
The
is
last
very
time Pilly
unexpected.
lost. Yeah, the last time Pilly lost it was in the very first RSL weekly we had. I think it was versus Bly. That was in the finals, so that's pretty that's pretty scary.
Now, PvP is a very volatile matchup, but still. What the hell? That is a lot of Marines and a lot of Hellions. I have no clue if this is going to be held. There's 28 Lings in production right now by PandaBearMe. These are, oh god, they're Hellbats.
This is definitely looking like a very strong timing. However, there are 3 queens here and amazing transfusers.
Huge.
They, the spine does go down, but it did buy some time there. However, these Hellbats, they're just so strong. And more Marines are just flooding in. These Hellbats doing so much damage. One queen has fallen, a second queen goes down. There's only one queen left down here. And these drones, they're getting a little too clumped up. They're going to get taken out pretty quick. The next queen falls. And this attack is just brutal here for PandaBearMe. PandaBearMe is morphing in some Banelings, though. And that could help if Siege Mode is lacking enough splits.
Now this has essentially taken PandaBearMe down to the same base count and the same worker count as Siege Mode. But this army of Siege Modes is absolutely terrifying.
It looks like combat
shield. There's a lot of Banelings, but at the same time the Hellions just tanked all of them, and Siege Mode takes the series 2-1 over PandaBearMe.
You know, it was funny, you mentioned the combat shield versus Banelings. That looked like it actually came in handy a lot there. That was a lot of Banelings, but, you know, Siege Mode handled it pretty well. JPEG in chat says, this is a good build, I'm going to have to try it. You know, if I were Terran, I have a feeling I'd want a copy of that too. That looked brutal.
Okay, we're going to try and grab Semper if we can.
Looks like it is going to be Semper versus Siege Mode. And our other semi-final game will be Tesla versus Caleb Arakius, I think is how you pronounce that. The semifinals are still a best out of 3. Our only best out of 5 happens in the finals.
Oh, they're asking about my sheep. Hey folks, my webcam was causing issues here. I probably shouldn't read it and write it.
This was my least offensive picture.
Oh, jeez. And Miss Poison is in the crowd. Hello, Jacqueline.
Hi, Poison. And hi, everybody. I see a lot of familiar faces there. It makes me excited.
I'm actually dying to find out if cute SC2 is actually cute.
Maybe.
Right? It's kind of one of those age-old mysteries.
It is. I'm curious now, too. We demand it.